Bumpity bump. Okay, so today we're going to do Transformer 101. This is an EPD. Alright, and there's their phone number if you want to call them. But that's 14.5 volts at 300 amps is what this thing's rated for, with a 220 volt line input voltage, okay? Here's my probe leads coming off the line. I've got 242.7 volts coming out of my socket on the wall at the house. And what we've created here is this very, very small scale, only a couple amp, full bridge, unregulated power supply. So you got your bridge network out of your diodes, capacitor, and a 2 amp automotive headlight to represent load. So with 220 on the input, it means on the output side, under a small amount of load, only 2 amps. Jumped off. We're seeing 16.57 volts. So now disconnect this from the output leads of the transformer. We're going to jump over to DC. So current comes down, goes through our bridge, goes over here to our electrolytics. So we got 16.52 volts with a 2 amp load on it. So you could run your amp off this transformer like a 16 pill off this sucker almost. Of course not with this small stuff, but it would pull to about 15.9 underneath full output power. And we're going to show you what happens when we change the output taps along the transformer, or the input taps along the transformer. So give me just a minute and we'll be right back with a higher tap voltage, and we can see the voltage just down as we go from the 220 down to the 240 inputs. Okay, so we pulled the lead for the 220 off 220 over to the 230, which will cause us to have about a volt to about a volt and a half drop on the output. So why don't you go ahead and hit it. See, we've dropped by a whole volt now on the output side, so now we're down to 15.6. So we're going to go ahead and do the same maneuver again. We're going to show you what the voltage is. Be right back. Okay, take 3, we're on the 240 input. Let's go ahead and hit it. So now we're down to about 14.9. So you could almost run your radio off this if you wanted to. Your radio and a 2x4, or radio and a 12 pill. So you have the best of both worlds, an unregulated power supply. You can regulate your output voltage by changing your tap points on your transformer. Custom made EPD for me, 300 amp, bumpity bump, 14.5 volt output transformer. BBI got down in the northwest corner.